Okay, so proportions. We're going to do a little review on proportions before we go into today's lesson. So if I say that the proportion of boys to girls in this class is 3 to 4, then this is how you would set it up. Boys to girls is equal to 3 to 4. And if I tell you that there are 21 boys in this class, you can figure out how many girls there are in this class. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, there are a couple of different ways to solve this. One way is to do cross multiply. So we have 3x equals 4 times 21. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is, if the fractions are pretty easy like this, how does a 3 get to a 21? You multiply by 7, so you multiply this by 7, 28 will be your answer. Okay, so that's another way to do proportions. But let's solve this. How many guys would actually multiply 4 times 21 and then divide by 3? How about if we divide by 3 first? Then we get x is equal to 4 times 7. You guys can do that. Okay, you don't have to multiply first and then divide. You guys can divide first and then multiply. Okay. Any questions so far? Can I complicate things a little? Yes. You divide by everything that has a plus or minus separating it. So guys, good question. We don't divide 4 by 3 and 21 by 3. We divide the whole thing by 3. If there's a plus or minus sign, then you have to divide that one by 3 as well. Okay? Alright. So let's complicate things a little bit. What if I put 4 over 7 equals x minus 5 over 49? So let's try that one out. Go ahead and set that one up. So this is what you guys should have gotten. So in this case, don't forget to put the parentheses around the x minus 5. Otherwise, you will get a wrong answer. I'll show it to you later. Okay. Now, you guys, how many guys are looking at this and you guys want to distribute 7 and then distribute here and here? Yeah? Okay. You guys can do that. Okay? You guys can do that. But if you see that the left side and the right side have the same factor of 7, you guys can divide first too. Okay? So if I divide by 7 and divide by 7, the problem becomes a lot easier. Okay? That's only if the left side and the right side is divisible by the number in front. Let me show you a little side-by-side comparison as to what would happen if you distribute and what will happen if you divide both sides by 7. If you distribute, no problem. 7x minus 35. 4 times 49. Add 35 to both sides, and then divide by 7. So not a big deal, right? Nope. This side, if I divide by 7 first, then I get 28. And 28 plus 5 is 33. So that's a little side-by-side comparison as to how to solve this problem. Any questions? Okay? So We have 28 is equal to x minus 5. Add 5 to both sides. X is equal to 33. So that was a proportion review. Any questions on the proportion review? Okay, let's go into geometry now. So in geometry, go ahead and draw a triangle. And draw a line that's parallel to the base. And draw 3 parallel lines with 2 transversals. Okay? A, B, and the whole thing is C. X, Y, and the whole thing is Z. Same thing over here. So the figure on the left and the figure on the right is exactly the same figure. If I fold this paper over, notice you're going to get a triangle. Okay? It's not working out. But you get the idea, right? If I fold the paper over, I get this exact same figure. So the proportions are still the same. A over B, okay, top over bottom will equal what? X over Y. Top over bottom equals top over bottom. Does that make sense? Arriba, abajo. Arriba, abajo. Yes? Okay, now A over C, in other words, top over the whole thing, equals top over the whole thing. And the last one, bottom over the whole thing, equals bottom over the whole thing. So these fractions, these proportions are true for both figures. Okay? Top over bottom equals top over bottom. Top over the whole thing equals top over the whole thing. Bottom over the whole thing equals bottom over the whole thing. Yes, no, maybe so. Everybody's good? Which one? So A over C, so the top piece over the whole thing equals the top piece over the whole thing. Yep. As long as these lines are parallel. Okay, so let's do a sample problem. So let's say this is 6 and 8, and let's say this whole thing is 9. And I'm trying to find this whole thing. What is X is my question. Okay? So help me set this up. Top piece over the whole thing equals what? Top piece over the whole thing. Everybody understand setup? Okay, so we just talked about proportions, so we know what to do now. 6 times x equals 9 times 8. Yes? 6 times x equals 9 times 8. 9 times 8 divided by 6. I'm not going to go over the setup. Okay? 6 times x equals 9 times 8. All right. Let's practice one more. And then I'll let you guys do your homework. What's up? One more figure. So let's say this is 7 and this is 10. Let's say this is 15, and we're trying to find this whole length right here. My first period, I got 3 wrong answers before I got the right answer. Last period, I got 1 wrong answer before I got the right answer. So let's see how you guys do. Somebody help me set this up. It's okay to make a mistake. You're only being recorded for the whole world to see. Don't worry, they can't hear your voices though. Try listening to this later. I don't think you'll be able to hear yourself. All right, so somebody help me set this up. What's that? 10 over 17. Okay. Anybody have something different? Anybody would think it's going to be something different? You guys just believe him? Check it to make sure. The right side over the whole thing equals the right side over the whole thing. Looks good to me. You guys agree? This is the setup, okay? Right over whole equals right over whole. Derecha sobre todo igual derecha sobre todo. Yes? All right. So this is a setup. You just do 10. Now, where do we get this 17 from? So let me show you guys. You see this 10? This 10 and this 15. Here's your 10 and here's your 15. Then you have the whole thing and the whole thing. That's where these came from. 10 plus 7 equals 17. That's where the 17 came from. Because you're trying to do the whole thing.